Hello, everyone. So today is Monday. It is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to everybody. Well, hopefully it'll still be Veterans Day when this uploads, but it is Veterans Day when I'm doing this video. But yeah, it's been a good day today. The sun is shining. I think at midnight tonight they're supposed to have a meteor shower. I don't know if I'm gonna get up at midnight or not. I might, Angela might kill me. I might set my alarm for midnight to see the meteor shower. Because how often do you get to see a meteor shower? But other than that, we did go house looking today. Continued on. We saw house number 2. House number 2 looked good on the outside. Really good on the outside. The setup in the inside we didn't like necessarily. It had everything in there was carpet, including the kitchen. But that's not a big deal. You can easily pull carpet up. So, because my idea was like, okay, well, I could pull the carpet up and put a linoleum in the kitchen. That's not a big deal. That's an easy fix. There was a slight hill, if you will, in the bathroom where I was telling my dad. So, like, basically, if you're sitting on the toilet, I think one foot's going to be up like this and the other foot's going to be down like this. So it's like a little hill there that goes up to the wall. My guess is, since it's coming up from where the toilet is, I'm thinking it's probably, due to probably some type of leak from the toilet at one point, and because of that leak, the boards didn't settle quite right, so you've got a little bit of warpage there. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, you're going to feel it, but I mean, it's not where it's going to hurt the foundation of the house or anything like that. But what was a red flag was that the house at one point had termites. That's kind of a big deal. So it's currently in treatment for the termites, and it's, so that was kind of a red flag. As we looked at on the walls, like the walls were like this, like the ones behind me, but you would see like cracks in the wall. Might have been from the termites. I don't know for sure because I'm not a termite expert, but that might have been where the termites had gotten into the wall and did their thing. But there were cracks in the walls, and it looked like the walls definitely needed some TLC. And then the big thing was the bedrooms were a little small, a little smaller than what we'd like. So the California King that I've got would barely fit in the master bedroom, and to get to the bathroom from the master bathroom, the master bedroom, to get to the bathroom from the master bedroom, you'd have to go through the kitchen and through the living room to get there. It's on the bathroom is on the other side of the house. So that's what I was telling Angela, is like, number one, the location of the bathroom kind of sucks. You'd want the location to be a lot closer to the master bedroom than what they've got it. I mean, it's an older house. I don't know why, but I don't know why people wouldn't have wanted the bathroom closer. It would have made more sense. But I was like, but I could deal with that. I mean, minor inconvenience, but the termite thing threw up a huge red flag, and when you have in the small bedrooms to where, your stuff is basically everything that you wanted in those rooms is basically just gonna like barely fit in there. I'm like, no, I don't want something barely fitting. I want to like enjoy. Because basically, every time Angela and I would say something, it's like, okay, well, we can make it work if we do this, or we can make it work if we do that. And I told her on the way home, it was like, no, here's my thing. I don't want to make the house work. I don't want to make the house work for me. I want the house to work, or you know what I mean. It's like I want the house to be able to work for us, not the other way around, where we have to work for the house. Where we have to make it work. It should already work for us. So hopefully we'll find another one in due time. I think we're just kind of a little frustrated because this is the second house we turned down, but and we don't really have a big budget, so but things will turn up, I'm sure. We just got to give it, like Angela said, just pray on it and see what happens, but something will turn up, I'm sure. We just got to be patient. But anyway, I've said enough. It's time for the question of the day. For the question of the day. And we have a sponsor, Panther. Where'd Panther go? Panther was in here and then he left. So I guess I have no sponsor now because he left. Well, I had a sponsor. He decided, you know what? I'm taking a beeline and I'm gone. But that's alright. I don't want to be your sponsor. Hell with you. Alright, so here we go. For November the 11th, 2024. What's the question? How are you making the world a better place? I am making the world a better place by being alive. By trying to make people smile. I would say that is how I try to make the world a better place, is by trying to make people smile, laugh, even when it's hard for me to smile and laugh, even when it's hard for them to smile, especially when it's hard for them to smile and laugh. I find that a lot of times laughter is the best medicine, especially when you're having a bad day, sad day, depressed day. Laughter is always the best medicine. It's not, and by the way, it's where you're not, because you can tell the difference when people are giving you a fake laugh. I've seen that before. It's where you're forcing them to give you a real laugh. They don't want to because they are depressed, they are sad, whatever, and it's not that they don't want to, it's just hard for them to do it in that situation. So, but you keep going, you give them that reason, and then they can't hold back anymore, and they start laughing, and before long, they forget that they forget for a little bit why they were sad, or why that they were depressed or mad or angry or whatever the situation is. That is the key. So I'd say that's what I try to do, because laughter is the best medicine. But on the other flip side too, I try to write horror or books about horror, because I also find that sometimes scary stuff also, not only making people laugh, not only is laughter the best medicine, but sometimes being scared or terrified is the best medicine too, because I find that anyway. Because when you're reading a scary book or a book about horror, whatever you want to call it, number one, it gets you out of your comfort zone, and number two, a lot of times that book, it takes you away from whatever you're worried about, and it distracts you from your worries, because now you're hooked on this book, and you want to see those people make it out, and what are they going to do, and how they're going to. So that's what I think. I think that, if you ask me anyway, I would say those two things making people scared and making people laugh. Those are the way, and that's how I make the world better. Because, like I said, being scared has the same effects as laughter, in my opinion. It's a different way because, smiling, you're like, oh, okay, I forgot all about why I'm mad and all that stuff. Scary is just because, number one, it's okay to be scared, and number two, like I said, when you read a scary book, it still makes you forget about what your worries were, what your depression was, or whatever, because now you're hooked on this book and you want to find out what this main character is going through, and you might be able to relate to that character in some way, like, oh, I relate to them, I see their viewpoint, and then you want to read more. Like I said, it just gets you out of your routine. So I'd say maybe writing in general for me is what I bring. And I need to write more. I know I do. But, yeah. But I'm 11 minutes in, so that is all I got for this. I hope you all enjoyed it. And like I told Angela, I think as far as this goes, I mean, if we don't find a house, at least we know, because the landlord did get back with me on re-signing a lease for this house. So, like I told her, if we don't find a house, worst case scenario, we can still sign the lease to be here for another year or two, and then before I have to redo the lease again, and then we can go from there. But maybe by then, we'll have more money saved up to where we have more options for a house by then. And who knows, maybe the cost of living will go down a little bit too, so, which will help. And some of these house prices will go down with it, so you never know. Of course, with everything else, with wages going up, I say price of living is probably going to go up too, but time will tell. You never know what's going to happen from year to year. And COVID happened, and I mean, people can say what they want. You can blame politicians, you can blame all this and that, but bottom line is, I think we all know at the end of the day, COVID is what caused everything to go up. Bottom line. It was COVID and the effects of COVID, that's what drove up prices. Because that's what made people stay at home. And when people stayed at home, people didn't spend money. So when they didn't want to spend money, the prices went down. But then once everybody started coming back and all that, and then demand for everything went up, well, then the prices went up because the demand went up. So that's where we're at now, is because there's a high demand for everything, so the prices are going up to try to meet that demand. Eventually the demand is going to start gradually going down, as we've seen this year. The demand is starting to go down a little bit, so now the prices are trying to go down to match. So, and of course wages are going up, so there for a little while it'll seem like the prices went down, when in all reality they stayed the same. It's just that our wages went up, so we're able to afford a little bit more. But eventually, those prices may go up too to match the wage. That's usually how it works. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Bottom line is, I think we'll be okay if we do end up staying here. I think we'll be okay. I don't see it. I'm not ready to give up looking for a house yet, but I'm just saying, if push comes to shove, if we end up staying, we end up staying. Oh well, we'll make do. We'll find a way. At least we'll have a roof over our heads. But anyway, that is all I got for y'all for this episode. 14 minutes in now, going on 15. I will see you all later. You all have a good one. Peace out. And you can catch me on the next video, whatever video that is for you. I'll be doing my tarot card video here in a minute. So if you're all looking for that, I will be doing it tonight. And for the rest of you all, I will see you all later. Bye for now.